scary good. Hey all, it's your old pal Bigfoot here. For those of you who don't know, we do our videos using Character Animator from Adobe. They just came out with an update today which I had no foreknowledge of, and so I'm coming online to let you know that this is going to set us back a day or two in terms of getting some shows done. That's the bad news, but the good news is it expands what we can do with our characters and helps us out a great deal in the workflow in the long run. I have to react to these changes by redesigning the characters at least a little bit. One change is that the characters will now have their chins move as they speak automatically. Now I have that already because Peter spent the time to make each of my mouth movements change my entire face. Also same with Henry Lee Dogman, but most of the others are not like that. We also will now have the ability to change moods more easily, but first Peter has to basically recreate the faces of each of us for each new expression, so it's a lot of new work, and in the end you won't even consciously notice the improvements most likely. While I've got you here, let me tell you about some of the upcoming features we've got and some of the characters that Peter will now have to spend hours redesigning and adding to. First of all, meet Lita Ford, one of the 2 stars of the upcoming Dogman Hunters. She is part of an elite duo living in the near future when Dogman has been proven real by science. Lita can identify which Dogman breed your property is infested with, determine the level of danger posed by the infestation, and recommend action based on her knowledge and experience.
It's an 8-foot-tall werewolf! Get back to base camp at once!
Second of all, we've got a new feature coming called the Old Dude's Library. If that doesn't sound interesting to you, it's because you've never read any of the books in the Old Dude's collection. He has some of the scariest first editions you've never heard of. Books considered too scary for Amazon. Books too terrifying to ever be allowed on Kindle. Half of them he wrote himself, longhand, never planning to print a single word of. He has personally witnessed every kind of paranormal or supernatural event that I am aware of, other than spontaneous human combustion. You never know what the old dude is going to read to you next, but you know it's something you can't find from any other source. Next. On the video for the new Character Animator update, they had a segment explaining how they have actually incorporated Twitch into the program itself. I was never interested in Twitch before, but if I could do a live animated character, maybe that might be something fun? Are any of you on Twitch? I literally have never been there and I haven't got the faintest idea of how it works. Please let me know in the comments or email me peterbernard209@gmail if you have information or advice for me about that. Or what if I did something like that on YouTube? I think it can be done here too. Right now I have to create the audio vocal track and edit it, which can take hours, animate the character, which happens live, output that frame by frame as PNG files, which takes longer than the animation took, bring them into my video editor, match them with their background and the audio, sometimes adding shadows or shading, and render that, which takes a lot longer. I usually need to render it silent in short segments, then piece them back together with the soundtrack and render the whole thing a second time to have the video that I run on YouTube. So a 20-minute show could take 2 hours for the final render after hours and hours of prior renders. Doing it live would mean removing the special effects like shading, but there would be no render time. I'm wondering if this might be a faster way to make videos for YouTube, and maybe then I could do more of them. Read them live, animating live as we go, then get the video from Twitch and edit it? Can you do that? Again, I need to find out how Twitch works, like maybe I could do it on YouTube instead. If there's anyone under 30 out there who could help me, I would greatly appreciate it, or over 30 if you're on Twitch. I'm not ageist, I don't care. I just need some help, obviously. Oh, another thing, I'm working hard behind the scenes during all this time where it seems like I'm just goofing off, and one of my main goals is to bring all the things I do together under one umbrella somehow. They always tell you to do that with the branding thing, and I'm having a great deal of difficulty. On Twitter, my cartoon girl band has 60,000 followers, but when I run videos of them here on YouTube, they get 80 views. People like photos of them and their songs, though, so I'm gonna have to make some time to go back to creating and posting pinups of the girls to Twitter, Reverb Nation, and I guess Flickr, because I don't like Instagram or Facebook. Twitter has become such a hellhole that none of us have wanted to do it for the longest time. And I think we lost like 2,000 fans or something last I looked because we just haven't been active. I found someone recently who wants to handle our Twitter in character as Shanae, who's the soul singer in Those American Girls. So she's going to start this week, either Friday or maybe next week, Monday. I'm not sure. We'll see how that works out and how long that lasts. Speaking of characters, we had started to get thousands of views on TikTok. Then suddenly, something changed and now we get 3 views, or 5. They went from supporting us to actively preventing people from seeing our work. And I notice I don't see any other animated videos showing up in my feed anymore, even the people I subscribe to. You're not allowed to respond to videos with an animated video, which is one of the main ways of getting noticed on the platform. I unfortunately don't know any other animators using TikTok, but if you are one or know what I'm talking about and have any insight at all for me on this subject, I would love to hear it. It's pointless to go through all the trouble of making an animation. As I just described, it's not something you can snap your fingers and do. And to go through all that trouble just to have 2 or 3 people in the entire world get to see it, it's pretty pointless. We'd get more views running it on our Twitter, and it would probably only get 100 or 200 views there. So I'm suddenly at a loss as to whether TikTok should even be something we're thinking about using anymore. Maybe they've become like Facebook already, and they only want videos of real people so they can spy on you like Failbook does. Zuckerberg zucked all my cartoon characters off his platform. You can't sell the personal info of cartoons, and the CIA can't use the information to screw up someone's life, so Zuckerberg just kicked us right off. Maybe this is what TikTok is doing? Or else maybe we've just hit a bad patch and should keep going. I don't even know if anyone hearing this knows what TikTok even is. This is what my life is like. Nobody I know understands anything about what my life is, and the people who watch my channel don't even know what I'm talking about, and I don't even know anyone who does any of the things that I do. I watched Sticks and Hammer's recent inspirational videos, and he was nice enough to even pin one of my comments on one of them. He's been remaking his channel again. I'm talking about Sticks and Hammer 666 here on YouTube, and it's been going well for him. He does all sorts of different kinds of videos, and people love him no matter what he does. He's living the life, man. He knows how to brand himself. I clearly do not. But I'm not a guy appearing on camera like he is. I'm a dozen different cartoon characters. I'm even the female ones in a way. I write every word on the show. So it's kind of hard to pin me down, and you can't charismatically follow someone who hides in the shadows operating puppets. The only people that YouTube sends my videos to are people who want to see documentary videos about werewolves and Bigfoot. At the same time, YouTube is demonetizing all the channels that do that for being fake news, supposedly. So I'm trying to do other kinds of videos, but YouTube won't let people interested in these other kinds of things see my videos. It doesn't matter what keywords I use, they only show my videos to Dogman fans. Dogman fans don't want to see those American girls singing a song by a famous singer. The fans of the famous singer might, though. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't let them see it. Even though I use the singer's name in the keywords, they want Dogman fans to watch it. And that's not going to happen. So that's why I'm trying to do a month of no Dogman stories. It's not that I'm suicidal. I'm attempting to force the bots to change their approach to my channel and to give us a chance to survive into the future. Right now, it's not looking good for us to be able to continue YouTube at all. We can make more money at this point doing other things. If you want to help us out, we really could use more paying subscribers at peterbernard.com. You can subscribe in a Patreon style using PayPal there, any amount that works for you. YouTube says our fans are 75% male, but I don't know, because nearly all our contributors and patrons are female. That's another reason I'm very interested in what the female viewers like and dislike more so than the men. No offense, man. If you don't like that, you can reverse my feelings by donating more than the ladies do at peterbernard.com. I'm very willing to have my mind changed, but until then, ladies, please let me know what you'd like to see on future episodes, and in the meantime, I have to go back and renovate a bunch of cartoon characters. Until next time, keep it hairy. Did I mention I'm running for president? I am, and we have a bunch of new t-shirts and merch on the site, new today, lighter t-shirts, new fancy redesigns, all nice stuff, cafepress.com, Bigfoot for president.